Hello, fellow traders, and welcome for another technical analysis video brought to you by Orbex.com. You're now surfing the waves with Richard. Today, I'm on the Euro US dollar on the weekly time frame, or weekly chart, and there's a pattern that actually caught my eye. And this pattern, this corrective pattern, let's say for instance from March 2016 until December 2016. This is actually the focus, right? This is my main focus right now. So I'm getting the sense that this pattern is actually repeating itself, and I actually made a video on this previously before the US dollar actually bounced from around 1.38, 1.138 levels, right? So let's expand the trading senses just a little bit more because it seems to me like I could be on track with something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replicate this. I'm just gonna copy that entire pattern from March 2015, right? Up until when the impulse, bullish impulse actually stopped around February 2018, right? So what I'm gonna do is I just copied this pattern. I'm gonna make it smaller just to place it right about there because there's something interesting going on, and I'm gonna expand on this a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy it, right? Going to the daily chart now, and I'm gonna paste it, right? So let's say for instance, let me adjust it a little bit more. Okay, and there is something that it's really interesting because these patterns actually repeat themselves, right? As they are fractal by nature. So I'm just gonna put it low here, and I'm just gonna explain something because let's say for instance, we have a rise, right? So previously, now remember this pattern already occurred on the weekly time frame, right? So this is basically, let's say for instance, if this is correct, then this pattern is happening on a lower time frame, on a daily time frame, right? So we have a rise right there, we have a rise right here, we have a fall, we have a fall, we have a rise, rise, drop, and then some sort of corrective with a triangle, drop, some sort of corrective with a triangle, and then a big impulse on the downside, again big impulse on the downside. Now here it rose, then a corrective pattern. So this is the corrective pattern right there, okay? But after that, Euro US dollar started a bullish impulse in the sense that it actually gained, and it's this impulse right here, right? It actually moved upwards with about 2,200 pips. So will the Euro USD start another bullish run? I mean a rally, right? Well, let's see. For that, I'm gonna go on the other chart that I actually prepared for this. It could act like an infographic, like a little illustration, right, on technical analysis. So let's say, for instance, right, let's analyze this a little bit more. I made this in steps: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7 steps, 7 easy steps. So basically, first first point right here, the April 2017 French elections gap remained unfilled, right? So healthy markets do need to fill their gaps. Now, second point is the fractal pattern, which I just explained, right? This is the weekly time frame, just paste it here, just to notice the resemblance on this and on this. So next, we have this pattern right here and a similar pattern happening right there, right? Something which I just explained right now. Now, after that, point number 4 says before the April 2017 and February 2018 rally, Euro USD unfolded with a corrective pattern, which is in fact this one, right? So before the rally, we have this corrective, which is most likely this one. Should it be this one? Nothing is nailed in the wall. Just giving you guys another, let's say, another tool to possibly expand your trading senses. This is not to be treated as an investment advice. This is just to be treated as simple market commentary, right? So, shall we continue? Now, point number 5 says that the period between August 2018 and October 2018 is showing a similar corrective pattern, right? Today is the 23rd of October, yeah, 2018. It is 3:21 p.m. Eastern European Standard Time. So I'm getting the sense that the euro could be ready for a surprise. So yeah, next, point number 6. Following those corrective periods, Euro USD started the bullish impulse, right? Which is this impulse in which the French elections gap um, actually occurred, right? So fundamentally speaking, one event could actually drive EURUSD to make up to possibly make have a surprise right here, right? Now the second question, the most important one, is could Euro US dollar commence another rally? Well, this remains to be seen. As you can see, this fractal pattern does indeed point towards that possibility as a scenario. Not necessarily that it's going to happen, but there is something to be kept in mind. And for that, I'm gonna shrink it down even more and go on the 2 hour time frame right here on the Euro US dollar, and I'm noticing a harmonic pattern, most probably a bullish butterfly right there. So from the 24th of September, yeah, down until October 9th, and then up until 12th of October, and down until this week, actually 19th of October, right? We have something. So if this would point on the upside as a harmonic pattern, XABCD, right? This will point towards more possible upside. Not to mention that the Elliott Wave labels could be pointing towards impulse on the upside, which I label as minuet one black, and then a corrective sequence in wave number two. This move on the downside did not go lower than this, so uh, one of the main rules is not being, let's say for instance, is not overridden. So it meets the Elliott wave rules so far, right? So the only question is, could Euro USD actually move higher, right? That is the main question. Well, just gonna leave you guys with it today. And yeah, many pips ahead, as I like to say to all my traders. Until next time, stay in the green and many pips ahead. Bye for now.